Welcome back to the movie joint, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Anderson with my good buddy over here.
Mr. Andrews.
We just got back from the theater, seeing the pre-screening of Hobbs and Shaw, and we're gonna get right into it because some of us got to work. What do you think, man?
Overall, let's. First off, I'm not gonna give an overall feeling just yet. Just yet. Remember, spoilers. We're gonna talk about the whole thing, spoilers. But we're gonna save the spoiler talk, to the end after we give our rating. We're just gonna do a quick little talk through, blah blah blah, what we think, rating, and then after the rating, we'll talk into spoilers. So overall, I liked Shaw. Jason Statham is amazing, and I like Shaw a lot. I love that character. I like Hobbs as well. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does a pretty good job with Hobbs, and their banter back and forth was really fun.
Oh, it was entertaining for sure. Yeah.
It really was, yeah.
We had a couple cameos in there. Ryan Reynolds was in there. We had Kevin Hart show up, trying to be, in the group. That was pretty cool. You know the chick's name?
No, I do not.
We do not know the actress's name.
I do not.
Sorry, disclaimer.
So overall, the action is really good. The story and the plot is pretty self-explained and everything. But in my opinion, I thought the movie jumped around a lot. It went from just they're here, now they're here, now they're here. Now the bad guy's showing up, the bad guy shows up, the bad guy shows up. It's boom, 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 boom. Just set piece, set piece, set piece, set piece. There's not a whole lot of transition into a flow of the film. It's just a scene happens here, they fight, blah, 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 then they talk, and then they move to here, and then blah, 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 then they talk, and then they...
Well, that's the progression of the movie.
I know.
I don't think they jumped around. They were moving around. They were evading. Yeah. And then they were found. And then they would move and try to escape and make a plan. And they were found. And dude kept hunting them down.
What did you think about him? Idris Elba.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
You liked him as a villain?
Define the word great. Look it up. He's awesome.
I think he did a swell job.
Swell, Paul.
I wasn't so excited so much.
He was whooping on The Rock.
He was kicking their ass.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a bad dude.
And then there's also, I thought the mini little love story that they put in there for The Rock and the girl was kind of cheesy.
It was cheesy.
And it was pushed and forced into it just to give Hobbs and Shaw that little banter more. That type.
From the get-go, he thought she was hot.
Yeah.
She was digging The Rock. Come on now, little story within the story. That was all right.
I thought that chick that Deckard got a kiss from was a little...
The other spy, his buddy from MI6 or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a 2 hour and 17 minute long movie.
Just under 2.5.
Yeah. The action is there. It's all there.
It's almost non-stop.
Almost.
Because they go to a place, they get found. They go to a place, they get found. They go to the place, break in, that it's on. From the time the movie starts, it's on. It's everything I thought it was going to be.
There's a few little slow places where they're talking or just
that witty banter, funny banter,
unneeded dialogue or scene or anything like that. But for the most part, it is completely just 100% action. There's a lot of chases. There's a lot of cool, and I have to give a huge shout out to a character in this movie that from the moment I saw it, I knew it was going to be awesome, and it did a lot of awesome shit. But Idris Elba's motorcycle was freaking awesome, dude.
It was like some high-tech space age James Bond shit. Like,
it had a mind of its own. It was doing its own stuff. His motorcycle was sick.
it was cool how the whole chassis would invert.
And
like
it
in
looked
that-
like a hoverboard, and
Oh,
then
it
it
was
inverted inwards.
awesome.
And there's a really really cool scene where they go underneath semis, two semis, and he grabs it, and the bike is twisting and turning underneath the semis. Oh, the bike was cool.
I wouldn't call it a character.
It was still cool as
But,
heck. It looked,
yeah,
it
yeah,
had a
I
mind
would-
of its own, kind of.
Maybe you could a little, but it was a minor character. It
Alright.
got disregarded
Yeah,
when he got to him on the big truck thing.
yeah. We
Action
never saw
packed.
it again. All right, so what's your overall thoughts?
My overall thoughts of the movie was we just paid to go see it. It's everything I expected it to be. We even, man, it was great. I would rate it like a 9. I'm gonna buy it when it comes out, not just because it goes with my Fast and the Furious movies, but because it's worth me buying. I would pay to go see it again.
9.
9.
Okay.
Right up there with Batman versus Superman.
All right, so here's the thing.
9.
This movie, I did watch Chris Stuckman, I did watch Jeremy Jahns, but I don't let their reviews or Rotten Tomatoes reviews inflict on my view.
I like
You know,
having the
it's like a
conflicting
guidance.
opinion.
Yeah, it's a guidance.
Like, we checked it out to see what they were saying because for whatever reason they get to see the movie like a week ahead of time. So we'll be getting to do that at some point, I hope.
Yeah.
But
So, anyways,
what's that dude's name?
who?
The first one?
Chris Stuckman.
I disagree with him. And the story followed itself. And even at the end, after they, went and got the machine and escaped and did all that, and they went to where they was going, like, I didn't think that was extra or not needed. I thought the story progressed all the way until they met their objective.
Mhm.
It was great. It was great. I disagree with the whole storyline thing he was saying.
For me, I think that it jumped around a lot. There was a lot of action. There were some scenes that didn't need to be there. They were just filler scenes. Overall, I left the theater happy. Don't expect an Oscar movie. You're not going to get that with
You're
this
going
film.
to see an
You're
action
going to
flick.
see, yeah, just like what the trailers say.
It's just that. And it's fucking
But-
fantastic.
But I do want to say, my rating is based off of the film itself, but also based off of this is a Fast and Furious spin-off movie, and all the Fast and Furious movies, whether they've been goofy or not, driving a car through a skyscraper and all that, they've never gone over that line of unrealistic. And I think that this movie goes over that unrealistic line.
Yeah, it's not very
Cyberman's fine. All that.
plausible.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was great.
It was entertaining. So, with that being in mind, I give the movie a 6 out of 10.
Oh, man. I'm not an actor. I'm not going to pick apart somebody's craft. I'm not a screenwriter. I'm not going to pick apart the script and the plots, and I'm going to be entertained. And were you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
It was awesome from the get-go all the way to the end. 6. Oh, man. This guy.
Yeah, I give it a 6. I'm sorry. So yeah, let's go into let's go into spoilers, which you kind of already.
I couldn't help myself.
I know, but Ryan Reynolds is in the movie.
That's awesome. He's a little like he makes you think he's a lackey, like a stooge. He's sucking up to The Rock, but talking shit to him, and like
he's like, yeah, look at that tattoo.
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
And then Kevin Hart is in the movie, and he plays a pretty funny part.
He's the air marshal.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, so yeah, we're getting into the spoil. Uh,
I mean, we already spoiled it. It's an action-packed blockbuster. It's awesome. I mean, we can tell you what happens, but you can see it in your mind already. You know what's going to happen. Shit gets blowed up. People get beat up. They do some spy espionage shit and break into the compound, and people get beat up. Shit gets blowed up. They work so good together.
And they once they figured out the craft of how to beat Idris Elba's character.
Oh yeah, they pegged him and beat him down. Braxton.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was Braxton.
Yeah.
Dude's code name was, what was it? Mike Oxmall.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when they need to have different identities,
that was
and
awesome.
they go in, and The Rock's name is Mike Oxmall, and the dude was pronouncing it Mike Coxmall or Mike Coxmall or something like that.
Small. That's and he got held at the check-in at the airport for the flight. That was awesome.
Hilarious. That was hilarious. I loved the other scene where they capture her and they're jumping and they're running down the building. And
that was pretty tough.
Cool as fuck. And they were like, all right, we're gonna jump on 3, 2, and The Rock jumps and he's like, you don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. And then later he got him back for that whole airport thing with the ejector seat.
Yeah.
He was like, on 3, 1, click.
You don't tell me what to do.
That was awesome.
But I like it when he's fighting the people outside and Shaw is inside the elevator. He's like,
yeah. It's still bantering while they're in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
It was cool.
See, the ending, they finally figured out how to beat him, and they actually finally start fighting and working together as a team. And
No kidding.
they don't really beat Idris Elba though. That's the thing. Like they do beat him, but he was probably still able to fight. He probably still could have kept on going.
No, I don't think so.
There's a higher up.
You see his eyes glitching.
Yeah.
He had them implants, and I
think he still could have kept on going.
Nah, they had him subdued, bro.
But there's a higher up.
The director.
Yeah, whatever, and he literally shuts Brixton down. Shuts him down.
Decommissioned him.
Yeah.
He's got cybernetic implants and all that. And they had a back to where fail-safe to where they could decommission him. You know, because the cybernetics were also keeping him alive.
Yep.
So they shut him off, and he saw a little countdowner in his little eye implants, and he knew what was up. He was like, "Oh, that's how it is."
I thought that was kind of cool too. How throughout the entire movie we see him getting worked on, and then that one final scene, we actually see they have his back open. He has a metal cybernetic spine, and they're working on it and tweaking it and stuff. It was really, really cool.
I liked it.
Is there anything else?
They went to Samoa, reunited with his family. Mom had all the guns disposed of. They did some crazy off-the-wall shit. Put all of the bad guys' weapons offline. They had big staffs and spears and set up bombs. They had this car scene at the end while they were trying to get the girl back. They lassoed a chopper.
Oh,
and the other critic thought it was kind of corny. Man, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I love the scene.
Man,
I thought it was super funny when Hobbs is fighting with his brother, and then next thing you know, that sandal comes up and hits him in the head.
Oh yeah.
And it's the mom with the other sandal. Oh, that was
cool.
That was funny. That was really, really funny. But I mean, that's really all that there is to talk about.
I mean, unless we go into all the action sequences, descriptive, You know, they dropped a big giant Chernobyl silo on the bad guy to escape when they blew up the compound. Like, they did all kinds of cool shit. Go check it out. It's great.
If you want action,
It's
you're
a
gonna,
9.
You're gonna like it. You are gonna like it.
Turn his 9 upside down and it looks, or his 6 upside down and it looks like my 9.
Nah, we're
Go
good.
check it out.
We're good.
6 is low ball.
But yeah, if you're interested, go watch it. I mean, go pay for it. Do whatever. You're gonna enjoy it if you want action and all that. And the chemistry and the bicker between Johnson and Statham is really, really good. And overall, the acting is pretty okay, especially between them two.
They work really well together.
Yeah. So like he said, you give it a 9. I gave it a 6 out of 10. But yeah, that is our review for Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. I'm going to ask you, like I asked you last week. There are now 9 films in the Fast and Furious franchise, with this being the 9th, and then the actual 9th Fast and Furious movie is coming out next year, I think it is. So out of the ones that are out now, including Hobbs and Shaw, which movie do you like the most, and which one do you enjoy and think is the best in your opinion?
I mean, I like the one where they finished after Paul Walker died. That's the one with the awesome skyscraper sequence.
Where they steal the
They
car.
had the God's Eye thing
Yeah.
with the super hot Ramsey hacker girl. Deckard Shaw, like, coming and fucking shit up. Like, I gotta go with that. The end sequence where, you know, they gave a tribute to Paul Walker, that was, you know, like a tearjerker. Everybody's worked up over that.
Fast and
Every
Furious
time
7.
you watch it, it'll still get to you.
Oh yeah.
So that one.
Oh yeah, I want Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, but I like them all. A lot. I don't like Tokyo Drift.
I don't like Tokyo Drift
sorry.
either. And the first one is very nostalgic. It was at that time period, you know, where customizing, you know, exotic cars and stuff like that was cool. But yeah, that was 7, and yeah, the ending, the whole music, and you know, they're like, Dom goes and walks away, and they're like, yo, Dom, are you gonna say anything? And he's like, there's nothing else left to say. And then, you know, that scene where he's sitting there at the light, and Paul Walker pulls up. He's like, what, you weren't going to leave without saying goodbye? And then Vin Diesel just commenting, you know, you are my brother for life. I love you. And then they split down the road.
It's deep.
I bawled my eyes out.
It's deep.
Because Paul Walker is a great actor. And a lot of people know Paul Walker from Fast and Furious only. He was in a lot of movies. Running Scared. He was in The Skulls. He was in She's All That. You know, there's a lot of other movies.
Timeline or something. And it's got Gerard Butler in it. And Paul Walker's in it. And they go back in time. And, hey, that movie. I got that.
He was in a lot
movie.
of other stuff other than
movie.
Fast and Furious, which is what made him superstardom. Me, I had to go. It came back with such a huge punch. Fast 5. And that's where they came back and they wanted to steal. They go to Brazil and they wanted to steal all that dude's money. And they brought everybody. Han came in. Ludacris's character. The dude from Too Fast, Tyrese Gibson. Too Fast. They brought all these characters back in. Gal Gadot makes her first appearance. And I just thought that movie was so action-packed. And it was nice and different from the other movies because it was more... It turned more in a different direction rather than just worrying about car chases and all this other stuff. It was fresh, it was new. So Fast 5 was my favorite out of all of them.
But they're all pretty good flicks.
Except for 4.
I don't know which one that is.
4 is terrible. It's where Letty dies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not terrible. I like it. He's wrong. Sorry. Check it out. Watch them all.
Uh,
You might even like Tokyo Drift. It's don't
Tokyo-
really fit into the other movies to me though. Like
it doesn't because
just
until
Han.
the end, yeah, and Han. You know,
But-
it's like they shoehorned that in there.
yeah.
You know. All right, so that was our review for Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. It's got a lot of action. The chemistry's there, and it's funny.
It's worth your $10.
It is funny.
Definitely.
Well, $6.
Oh, we went to the cheap theater. Hey, it's worth your $6.
Hey, we get the early screening, so why not?
Pre-screening.
Alright, so if you like this video, comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought. Don't forget to like, share, and please
Subscribe.
thank you all very much for watching, and have a good one.